Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Matthew Boyle from LanguageCardGames.com, where we believe if you can play cards, you can learn languages. And in today's video, I want to share with you some ideas for how you can play Language Guardians solo. I often get questions from interested customers and players of our games about, well, they want to know, can we play these games by ourselves? And they have various reasons for asking that question. Maybe a lot of the people in their social circles don't know foreign languages very well, or maybe they don't really like to play card games, or maybe they just want to warm up by themselves in preparation for playing the games. And I think that that is a fantastic way not only to review, but also to prepare to actually play the games. So I want to show you today how we can do this specifically with Language Guardians, but what I'm about to share, actually we could apply equally well to Other Tongue, which is a more difficult, more complex game. So grab out your Language Guardians cards if you have them handy, and the first thing I recommend you do, even when you're about to play this game generally with other people for the first time, is to pick out the categories that you think you can speak words in. So look at the cards, see what fits your skill level with your target language at the current time. Because if you try to use all the cards right off the bat, you might encounter a lot that you don't really know yet. And obviously you have to go and preview those and do a little bit of research. What words could you say for that? Because again, these cards are educational tools. They're designed to stretch you. You're not going to understand how to speak words in every category and every card right off the bat unless you're at a high, intermediate, or fluent stage with the language. So I've picked out some cards that I think I can handle, and I'm going to shuffle them up and explain to you a few different ways that I use the cards by myself, but also some ways that our customers and followers are doing too. So let me shuffle these up. And the first way is the most simple of all, and this is a great way to do it if you don't have much time, or you don't have much space, or maybe you're traveling, and you can just take the cards and use them like a challenge. So I would just flip this over and read it, say a weapon name. Okay, Dao is knife in Chinese. I study Mandarin Chinese, so I know that card, and that's it. I pass this as, I can just roll through these as kind of like challenge cards or question cards just for myself. The next one's say what a weapon can do. Now, let's imagine that this one gives me a little bit of trouble and I don't know what I could say to satisfy this card. Blue is verbs, so I might need to say shoot, or kill, or protect. That's what you can do with a weapon. Well, if I have trouble to say that in my target language or foreign language, what I could do is just make a little note on my cell phone or a piece of paper, or I could also put this card in the opposite direction. So as I work through these cards, the ones that I pass will be in this direction, and the ones that I have trouble with will be in that direction. So after I go through this stack of cards, I'm going to see which ones I had trouble with, and they're going to come back. And I could pull them out and save them for later, or once my brain's a little bit more warmed up, I could have a second go at them and just go around and around until they're all facing the same direction again. So that's one very simple way. Just use these as challenge cards, okay? The second way is more close to the style that you would actually play this game. So we can shuffle the cards, deal ourselves a small number, like maybe 3 or 4 cards, turn over one, and play a round of this game just by yourself. So I have to put down a same named card or same color card or a wild card. I don't have an animal card, I don't have a water card, which is of the blue cards, but I do have a wild card, which is sports. So this one says, say the name of a sport. I can put this down and I can say 篮球, which is basketball. Okay, now if I was playing with other players, it would go to their turn, but since I'm just practicing solo, it's still back to me, and I just keep going until I put down all my cards. So this lets me choose any color I want, so I could choose green. This says, say a type of weather. 雨 is rain. Now I don't have a green card, I don't have a weather card, I don't have a wild card, so I have to draw a card. And look, now I got a green one. Say a person's name. Okay, Ma Te is my name in Chinese. Put that down, don't have a card, I can draw one. And we just practice like this. And just playing that way is going to get you a lot of practice. Don't worry if you don't get all your cards put down. It doesn't really matter. This is just a good way to practice. If you put them all down, you can you have one, quote unquote, you can shuffle up the cards and play again. Anyways, however long you play, it's going to be good review. If you encounter stuff that you don't know, then just make a little note of it or save that card, and you can research it later and prepare yourself with words that you could say for that card when you play this game the next time. Another game that I really like is concentration, so you can also play that game alone. You can take out pairs of cards. The more pairs you take out, the more difficult it's going to be. I'll just take out just 4 pairs. It's going to be really simple, really easy just to get going more quickly here. But really for myself, I might take 10 pairs at least, or 20 cards. And we can shuffle these up. A lot of you probably already know this game. And then you flip over 2 cards to see if they match. And if they don't match, you put them back. And you try to remember where the matches are and find the matches. Okay, if they don't match, you put them back. Now what you can do is, if they match, you can speak a word in that category. Now I need to try to find a match really quick. Okay, let's imagine you flip over 2 cards that do match. In order to finally take the match, you need to satisfy the prompts, the challenge prompts on the cards in your target language, and then you can take those. I like this game because it's also developing your spatial memory capabilities, not only for your foreign language, but it involves remembering where things are. I like that. And an additional variation you could do for any of these games that I share with you today, I shared with you 3 ideas for how you could use the cards. Individual challenges, right? Let's do a quick review. Doing individual challenges, just holding the deck like this. If you can pass the card, you put it like this. If you have trouble with the card, you can put it like this. Okay, so doing individual challenges. Actually playing the game as it was intended to be played, but only with yourself. And the third option is playing concentration. With all of those, you could add the variation of time. You could time yourself and do them in kind of like a speed version, so you have to do them really fast. You could apply that as an additional tactic to any game to make it more challenging. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed how to play Language Guardian solo. Some of the ideas in here apply equally well to some of the other games, especially Other Tongue. If you're new to this channel, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and you can learn more about this game at languagecardgames.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.